Hi, my loves. Welcome back. Tonight's session feels heavy in a very specific way, almost like the energy around it has been building for months and finally cracked open over these last few days. In a very short window, something major happened. Pete Hegseth, the sitting defense secretary, was hit with articles of impeachment, accusing him of murder, conspiracy, and mishandling classified information. At the same time, we've learned more about the September 2nd strike, the survivors who were killed in the water, the second wave of strikes that are now being questioned, all this while Congress is fighting to see the full unedited video and written orders. And Spirit dropped that familiar nudge in my chest, asking me to pay attention because this is bigger than one headline. So tonight we're doing a pendulum check of yes or no questions to see what's true, what's being hidden, and whether this moment is the beginning of accountability or an early attempt at damage control. But before we dive in, just a gentle reminder, everything we explore is for spiritual insight and entertainment purposes only. These are all alleged situations, and your intuition will always be your compass. Take what resonates with your spirit and lovingly release anything that doesn't. And my loves, if you ever feel called to look deeper into something personal, I offer pendulum and tarot readings through my Etsy shop. You can find the link in the pinned comment and in the video description. So take a deep breath because we're starting with the event that put all of this in motion, the September 2nd boat strike, and the energy around what may have actually happened that day. My loves, the September 2nd boat strike has become the center of something much bigger than anyone expected, not just politically, but energetically, because the accusations, the testimony, the timing, all of it feels like it's pulling a deeper truth to the surface. Admiral Bradley has now briefed Congress behind closed doors, saying that the boat wasn't heading towards the U.S. He also confirmed that two survivors were seen clinging to the wreckage before a second strike killed them. Some reports say there was a directive from Hegseth to kill everybody. Other testimony says there was no explicit kill them all order, and the video lawmakers saw has left the room completely split. So tonight we're checking in on the energy behind what was said, what was understood, and what Spirit wants us to see beneath the headlines. Did Pete Hegseth give any form of verbal or implied directive that everyone on the September 2nd boat was to be killed? Yes, thank you. Did Admiral Frank Bradley interpret any guidance from above as permission to ensure there were no survivors left on that boat? Yes, thank you. Did senior military officials involved in this operation understand the guidance as authorization to eliminate all targets even if they were no longer able to fight? Yes, thank you. Was Admiral Bradley fully truthful when he told lawmakers that there was no explicit kill them all order from Hegseth? No, thank you. Did the two survivors in the water on September 2nd pose a genuine, immediate threat that justified the second strike under international law standards? No, thank you. Did the second strike on the survivors violate international law? Yes, thank you. Did the second strike on the survivors violate the U.S. Law of War Manual regarding shipwrecked or incapacitated persons? Yes, thank you. Were the two survivors unarmed at the time the second strike was carried out? Yes, thank you. Was the second strike ordered primarily to comply with the perceived instructions from Hegseth? Yes, thank you. Was the second strike ordered to neutralize a perceived active threat? No, thank you. Would the second strike have happened if there were no instructions from Hegseth? No, thank you. Is the Pentagon's written execute order for these Caribbean strikes fully consistent with what officials have told Congress about the rules for survivors? No, thank you. Is the summary of the execute order that lawmakers received being used to conceal more troubling internal guidance about leaving no survivors? Yes, thank you. Is unedited footage of the September 2nd strike being intentionally kept from the wider Congress and the public to protect senior officials? Yes, thank you. Spirit, will there be any additional internal documents like legal memos or internal chat logs that will reveal contradictions in the official narrative about what happened that day? Yes, thank you. While Congress was still absorbing what they saw from the September 2nd video, another strike was carried out on December the 5th. It was part of a wider campaign of strikes in the same region. We're now hearing the numbers in the dozens of people killed across these operations, and there are questions about whether this is a targeted law enforcement or the expansion of a much quieter war. So, in this section, we're asking whether the second wave of strikes is about stopping danger or protecting a pattern. Was the December 5th strike in the Caribbean campaign legally justified under international law? No, thank you. Were the individuals killed in the December 5th strike confirmed combatants at the time of the attack? Can't answer that right now. Did the December 5th strike target individuals who were unarmed or no longer actively participating in hostilities at the moment of impact? Yes, thank you. Was the timing of the December 5th strike intentionally chosen to coincide with Admiral Bradley's testimony and closed door briefings to Congress? Yes, thank you. Is the broader Caribbean strike campaign being used to test or expand U.S. rules of engagement under the label of fighting drug traffickers? Yes, thank you. Is the administration using the term terrorist primarily as a way to bypass normal legal constraints on the use of military force? Yes, thank you. Are more controversial strikes similar in nature to the September 2nd attack likely to come to light as scrutiny intensifies? Yes, thank you. Will additional December strikes in this region deepen public and legal scrutiny rather than quieting the story? Yes, thank you. My loves, things have escalated quickly. Pete Hegseth is now facing articles of impeachment with allegations that include murder, conspiracy, and mishandling classified information. The articles of impeachment were filed, and almost immediately, party leadership said that the effort would not move forward because Republicans won't allow it to reach a vote. At the same time, Congress is starting to use leverage, tying parts of Hegseth's travel budget to handing over unedited strike footage, which all tells us that there is more going on here than just a symbolic gesture. So today we're checking in on the energy around these allegations, whether the claims hold any spiritual weight, whether anything will actually move forward despite the political block, and whether accountability is aligned to come through in ways that bypass the usual channels. Are the core allegations in the impeachment articles against Hegseth fundamentally truthful at the spiritual level? Yes, thank you. Did Hegseth approve or authorize actions in this campaign that violated established law of war standards? Yes, thank you. Has Hegseth mishandled classified or sensitive operational information in ways that increase the risk to U.S. personnel or missions? Yes, thank you. Did Hegseth attempt to obstruct, shape, or limit internal reviews of the September 2nd strike or the broader campaign in order to protect himself? Yes, thank you. Will the impeachment articles filed against Hegseth advance beyond the initial submission? Yes, thank you. Will any Republican lawmakers support an investigation or hearings into Hegseth's conduct around these strikes? Yes, thank you. Will evidence from the execute order and the unedited strike footage become central to any impeachment or accountability process involving Hegseth? Yes, thank you. Will this impeachment effort significantly shift public perception of Hegseth's role in the strike campaign? Yes, thank you. Will Hegseth face legal consequences, either domestic or international, for his role in ordering or overseeing the September 2nd strike? Yes, thank you. Will Pete Hegseth face professional consequences separate from impeachment? Yes, thank you. Will Hegseth be censured? Yes, thank you. Will Hegseth be forced to resign? Yes, thank you. Will these events end Hegseth's realistic prospects for high level political or defense roles? Yes, thank you. Will formal accountability for the September strike fall more heavily on Admiral Bradley than on Hegseth? Yes, thank you. Reports have surfaced that Hegseth used unsecured or personal messaging apps to discuss sensitive strike planning, and a Pentagon watchdog has already criticized him for it. At the same time, Congress has seen a summary of the execute order, a classified briefing, and the unedited video, but the full documents in the broader release are still being held back. Now lawmakers are tying parts of Hegseth's travel budget to seeing everything. No more summaries, no more partial glimpses. They want to see it all. So now we're asking whether this communication pattern and this tug of war over video and orders are part of the same spiritual story of truth and concealment. Did Pete Hegseth use unsecure or personal messaging apps to discuss sensitive details of the Caribbean strike campaign? Yes, thank you. Did this choice of communication increase the risk of interception, exposure, or operational compromise? Yes, thank you. Did Hegseth choose these channels to avoid record keeping or oversight of his conversations about these strikes? Yes, thank you. Is the execute order summary that lawmakers received omitting key language or expectations about survivors or the use of force after a vessel is disabled? Yes, thank you. Will Congress successfully force the Pentagon to provide the full unedited September 2nd strike video? We're getting a maybe. Will at least some of the portion of the September 2nd strike footage eventually be released to the public? Yes, thank you. Is the move to withhold a portion of Hegseth's travel budget spiritually aligned as a tool to push for truth rather than just political theater? Yes, thank you. Will internal Pentagon lawyers ultimately judge the September 2nd follow up strike as inconsistent with the Law of War manual? Yes, thank you. Will this ruling be made public? We're getting a maybe. Will international human rights organizations or foreign courts open inquiries connected to these Caribbean strikes? Yes, thank you. Are additional whistleblowers inside the Pentagon or intelligence community being guided to come forward with information about this campaign? Yes, thank you. The energy with all of this is so heavy. Let me know if you feel it too. Between two deadly strikes, conflicting testimonies, classified briefings, messaging scandals, impeachment articles, and now Congress literally tying money to the release of truth, the energy around Hegseth and this whole operation feels karmic and so volatile. This isn't just about one man or one decision. It feels like a thread has been pulled on something much larger, something about how easily human lives can be turned into targets on a screen, and how long spirit will allow that to stay hidden. So, in this final section, we're asking about the pattern, the timing, and what this moment is trying to awaken in the collective. Spirit are the September 2nd strike, the December 5th strike, the impeachment articles, and the new budget leverage around the video all part of one larger pattern of exposure? Yes, thank you. Is a long-standing pattern of harm or misuse of power finally being pushed into the light through the situation? Yes, thank you. Is this moment the beginning of a much bigger unraveling of systems that have operated without accountability for years? Yes, thank you. Is the timing of these investigations and disclosure spiritually aligned? Yes, thank you. Is there a coordinated effort to distract, confuse, or numb the public so that they don't fully grasp what happened on September the 2nd? Yes, thank you. Is the collective starting to wake up to the idea that not everyone labeled as a threat or a target is actually dangerous? Yes, thank you. Will this situation become a turning point in how people view these kinds of military or anti trafficking operations? Yes, thank you. Is Spirit using this moment to remind the collective that lives don't lose their value just because someone labeled them as an enemy? Yes, thank you. Are certain lawmakers, insiders, or journalists being spiritually guided to stand firm in truth even when it's risky? Yes, thank you. Spirit, are there protections around the people who choose to speak out about what really happened in this campaign? Yes, thank you. Is this situation tied to a larger energetic shift that's coming in 2026? Yes, thank you. Is this entire controversy asking the collective to rethink what justice and safety actually mean? Yes, thank you. Will the real story, the one behind the orders, the choices, and the intentions, eventually come out in a way that cannot be twisted or hidden? Yes, thank you. Is Spirit asking the collective to stay awake to this story instead of turning away because the truth feels uncomfortable or overwhelming? Yes, thank you. My loves, thank you for sitting with me through these very heavy questions today. The stories are difficult and the energy around them is complicated, but the way that you move through these conversations with awareness and courage is something that I'm always grateful for. I would genuinely love to hear your thoughts. Tell me what resonated with your intuition, if anything surprised you, or if anything connected the dots that you've been watching in the news. And if there's anything else that you want me to check on, especially as this impeachment story unfolds, drop your questions in the comments. Your insight shapes every session that we do. And remember that this session was for spiritual insight and entertainment purposes only. Everything stated is alleged. Trust your intuition and only take what resonates with your spirit. Leave anything behind that doesn't. And if you ever feel called to go deeper into your own personal situations, I offer pendulum and tarot readings on my Etsy shop. You'll find the link in the pinned comment below and in the video description. I love you, I appreciate you, and I'll meet you in the comments.